Hey everyone, thank you for listening to another episode of Dan Tony Sports. My name is Dan Snyder, joined tonight by Dan O'Shea and Tony Casper. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Doing well.
Just
Tired,
lovely.
But well.
Yeah, it's good to hear. Glad you guys are here. Glad we're all back.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. We took a week off last week for Christine's birthday.
Oh, yay.
And for some of us to prep for Valentine's and stuff, it was good. Gave me some time to nail some things down, get the flowers.
Some much needed prep. All right, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the NBA All-Star Game. We're going to talk about Fergie's new profession as a butcher. We're going to talk about a little bit of UAlbany lacrosse. But the most important part of our show is going to be a top 5 list. This week, the top 5 we're going to do are our personal top 5 biggest disappointments to be drafted in the first round of the NFL. There are really no rules to that. They just have to be someone who was drafted into the NFL in the first round that you are personally disappointed by. Okay? But first, let's get to our poem. I want to sit on my couch and watch football all day, but I have to watch the Olympics and cheer for USA. Now, don't get me wrong, the Olympics are good, but football fans in general, well, we're a brotherhood. We might like different teams, and we bicker and fight, but our lives are fulfilled from Thursday to Monday night. However, football will be back soon, especially around here, with UAlbany's spring game and the Empire's first year. The moral of the story is I will just have to wait. With a few short months to go, this season will be great. Sorry that sounded really awkward. I was reading it off a computer screen for the first time, and that was kind of weird. I'm going back to paper next time. Sorry, guys.
You could get used to it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we still have time to...
Come into the 21st century?
Yeah, it's fine. You got plenty of weeks left to get it down.
I do. And actually, a couple of things around here are going to be changing in the coming weeks. I don't know if you know this, guys, but the NBA All-Star Game happened this weekend. All of the festivities did, really.
Oh, did it?
It did. You know what that means, right? Only 20-some games left in the NBA season.
Yay.
What that means is we only have a few short weeks left of our beloved Lonzo Ball updates.
Oh boy.
So we got to make the most of them before we have to move on to something
shucks.
new. Before we have to move on to something new, we got to make the most of what we have, all right, guys?
No, well, I'll do my best.
All right, so let's talk about that All-Star Game, shall we?
Sure.
So the dunk contest was very underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
I was not thrilled with it at all. Congratulations to Donovan Mitchell for scoring a perfect score on the most average dunk I've ever seen in the dunk contest.
I mean, is there really so much they can do anymore? I mean, what are you gonna do?
It's all been done.
I mean, that's like your standard dunk they teach you when you're a 7-foot-tall 8th grader.
I mean,
Larry Nance Jr. did his father's dunk. That was pretty cool.
That should have won. Nance should have won the dunk contest, but they wanted to give it to Donovan Mitchell because, well, I mean, what else do you have going on in Utah?
I guess that's a pretty good point.
You have Mormons and people trying to hide the fact that they drink milk. All right. The dunk contest. Do you guys agree that he should have won or should have gone to Nance or anyone else?
I'm not sure. It's always subjective. You know, the whole Aaron Gordon and who did he face off against last year? That was one for the ages, and I knew I was going to be disappointed this year. Didn't feel like there was as good of a matchup, you know.
No, it seemed like I said, other than Nance, everyone was doing pretty much standard dunks. Mm-hmm. Like Did they take away, money that they could have won or something? Because that's what it looked like. It looked like they were disinterested.
I mean, the other thing is it's not like the dunk contest doesn't attract the big names it used to. There used to be names that you wanted to see what they were going to do. Jordan, Vince Carter, even Blake Griffin when he was doing it. But
he jumped over a Kia. I'm not mad about that.
The players that we want to see compete in a dunk contest, we're not seeing. We're seeing players that it's like, well, this is so you can come here.
Let's give you an all-star spot.
Yeah, it's lost some of its luster to me when you don't have the names where I want to see. Let's go dunk for dunk. Let's see what you can throw down.
Absolutely. So I came up with a way that I think would make the dunk contest more exciting, and I want to hear what you gentlemen think about what I have. I think to make the dunk contest more exciting, I would like to see them put a cap at 6 feet tall on the competitors.
Have it Muggsy Bogues style.
Nate Robinson won.
It would just be exciting to see them able to dunk at 6 feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's the whole point of what I want. I don't want to see a bunch of guys who are 6'6" dunking. Where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in seeing tall guys dunk? The whole point of this is supposed to be something that impresses us, right?
I mean, if they do something cool while dunking, then it can be fun. As I said, last year's was fun, and Aaron Gordon's certainly above 6 foot.
Not in my mind.
Wow. He is.
Oh, well. Agree to disagree.
Okay, fair enough.
This year just wasn't anything to write home about, and that happens. There'll be another good matchup, in another year. It kind of ebbs and flows with the All-Star game.
But
games, I guess.
But there was nothing too exciting. Do you know what? In addition to that 6 foot rule, if you want to do something else, maybe take some guys from college, or even Zion Williams, or Williamson, is that his name?
Yeah,
Zion Williamson, the 12-foot tall high school kid.
I mean, you could go that way and bring in people who are either, in college or high school, maybe people who actually care to try. Because, nobody seems it almost seems like they're going through the motions. Nobody's trying to do anything crazy. Nobody's trying to do anything outlandish. They're just yeah, we're here. We're going to do this. And, you score it how you will.
Yeah. And,
it's also hard to follow up what, last year was an extremely entertaining dunk contest. I don't think anyone's gonna reinvent the wheel with dunking. It's pretty much all been done.
Okay, but wouldn't it have been more exciting if he bounced it off the backboard and then between the legs or under the legs or whatever? It was the most basic, most bland dunk I've seen in a dunk contest in years. He's not doing anything. It certainly didn't warrant a perfect score because you bounced it off of another backboard and then dunked it. You're a professional athlete. I expect that from you.
Right.
I expect you to be able to do that. I want to see the guys do the between the legs, the, jumping over people, jumping over a damn Kia.
Yeah, that's at least... And do something that hasn't been done. Throw it off the shot clock.
Yeah.
Nobody's done that. Do that. Just something.
I still think my favorite is Dwight Howard slapping a picture of his face on the backboard. Loved that. Yeah, that was great.
That's fine. At least that's something, different. But we don't have... There's nothing different. Everybody's just it's all been done, so I don't really care anymore.
Exactly, and that's frustrating. Like, we as fans are paying good money to watch these things or go see them or buying these All-Star Game jerseys and things like that. And for the most part, what we get is absolute garbage. I mean, maybe that's on us because we're the dumb ones buying the jerseys and stuff, but like when you go to a professional event, you expect to see professional quality, right?
You would.
Like, I don't know why you paid to go to that Jets game we went to. It was actually a very good game, though.
Well, at least you saw a good game, which is more than you could say for that dunk contest.
The dunk contest was pretty bad. Pretty bad.
It wasn't good.
I would rather not watch that dunk contest again.
I'm glad I don't ever have to.
Now, how about the 3-point contest? What do you guys think about that? What's his name won it?
Booker?
Yeah, Booker.
Yeah, when you say 3-pointer, Booker didn't come to mind. But it's gonna now, because he had a heck of a performance. Broke a record during that streak. A lot of people came up way short. Klay Thompson had a brutal night. Like, he couldn't get anything to fall.
Well, Klay Thompson's not really an all-star.
Well,
if he is, he shouldn't be.
He's there.
He's arguably.
You have 160-point three-quarter game.
Well, that's more than most people.
And, you're ice cold from 3 on a regular basis, but...
Yeah, no, we'll let you in. You play for the best team in the league, so ex facto, you get a spot.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, he was huge even before they had KD, so I'm not going to discount him as an all-star. I wouldn't put him in superstar category, but I think he easily fits what most would consider an all-star. He'd certainly shine on any other team.
I mean, except the Knicks, because the Knicks can't do anything with anybody. Am I wrong?
The Knicks would look a lot different this year if we had Klay.
Would they, though? Would they really?
Yes, they would.
I'm not so sure about that. I don't trust the Knicks to do anything right with anyone anymore.
It's how could you possibly ruin Klay? It's not like he's a young, draft pick that we're not shaping properly. He's an established, great player.
So is Carmelo.
Yeah, Carmelo was great while he was with the Knicks for the most part.
Didn't make the team better.
Of course he did. We went to the playoffs for the first time in years. We actually went pretty deep. We went toe-to-toe with LeBron's teams. We lost to what looked like an extremely good Pacers team.
That just absolutely fell apart.
Yeah.
And then and then everyone outside of Paul George just forgot how to play basketball.
Yeah. Hibbert has never been the same since then. I feel like someone stole his soul, like
Brian Scalabrine.
I was gonna say like the Monstars from
Space Jam.
From Space Jam, yeah. I honestly think that's what happened to Roy Hibbert, because he was an amazing defensive center, was blocking everybody, was an impenetrable wall. And then the next season was just gone. So I think LeBron just stole his soul.
Do you know what I honestly think it is? I think it's because he was so good and they didn't get the job done that Paul George's ego just wasn't letting him have it. I think Paul George's ego might have ruined Hibbert.
That's ridiculous.
What do you mean?
That's an absolutely insane conclusion to draw. Someone's ego ruined someone else? That's insane. He's
no.
Person.
His ego didn't. Okay, I guess that was Paul George. His attitude. The way he conducts himself.
What's wrong with Paul George's attitude? He's a fiery competitor.
He's a fiery competitor who wants to take the last shot of every game, despite the fact he doesn't have a game-winning shot in his career.
Not true.
Not true anymore?
He does it in the Gatorade commercial. Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
He calls game. And it's like, you have no statistical facts to back up the fact that would have gone in. Nothing. You can point to nothing that proves that would have been game.
He shouted Kobe. What do you mean?
If you wanted that commercial to be realistic, he should have gone game, and then the ball hit the backboard and come out. Or the back of the rim and flew out.
You know that's not what happened. He called Kobe, and it went in.
Would have been an air ball.
Would have been Mamba. But no, I think because it wasn't just him. It was Hill. It was